Hello, Scorpio. How are you today? And welcome to your reading. So, I'm not really sure what wants to come through for your reading. We're gonna just go with the cards and see what Spirit has to say. But I did feel like Spirit had something to say for you today. I was kind of going back and forth on who wanted to come through, but you came through the strongest. So, I'm gonna go with you. Let's start with your tarot cards. This one's poking out. Let's go through with that. We have the King of Wands popping out here. I'm getting a really powerful energy from that, where I really feel like this is your energy. Oh my goodness, we have the Sun. Wow. Kind of feel like, Scorpio, you're a water sign. You're not a fire sign, but you are kind of giving fire energy. And I kind of see you absorbing this past Aries season's energy. That fiery energy, that kind of wildfire energy. And maybe and I talked about this before, um, in I think the Taurus zodiac and then my Tarot Tuesday. I'm not sure about the Tarot Thursday, but I was talking about how Aries season had a lot of energy to it, and there was a lot of momentum, and it was really tapping into also that fire horse energy because we're in the year of the fire horse until next February. And I really felt like Aries season had just an extra boost of fire and movement and making things happen. And so I kind of feel like you really drew that energy in. And on the bottom of the deck here, we have the Knight of Cups. And that I feel like that energy, I feel like you're the Knight of Cups here. That energy you have taken with you, and now you're moving forward with that. Let's see where you're moving towards. What is Scorpio moving towards? Oh, wow. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Let's see what else we can get. I'm sorry if I'm shuffling weird. I have my cat actually laying in front of me, so my computer had to get pushed back so that he can have a spot to lay. He wasn't taking no for an answer, which is typical of him when he wants to cuddle. Okay, we've got Queen of Pentacles coming out. And we have the Three of Swords in reverse. I feel like that wants to go here. Okay. Wow. Okay. Ace of Cups. Okay. Six of Swords. I feel like this one as well. And, oops, Five of Cups. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. I see what's going on here. Okay. So I feel like we are moving towards a new chapter that is bringing us a lot of like foundation and stability, but also emotional fulfillment and a new beginning in our life that is really going to be really emotionally fulfilled. I'm also seeing healing involved as well. And I feel like we are leaving behind heartache, grief, in whatever kind of form, okay? That doesn't necessarily have to be in a relationship. This could be from a loss of anything, a loss of a job, loss of a home. Maybe you actually like lost somebody who was really close to you, like they passed on. So let me fix this. Um, and I feel like this was a choice that you made. Maybe for some of you, you even, I'm hearing more subconsciously, so maybe it wasn't a immediate intention of yours, but some of you, maybe you were consciously using Aries season, that energy to help you move forward. Regardless if that was your intention or not, there was still a part of you who was just kind of like, that was like, okay, I need to move forward from this. Whatever this heartache is, I need to move forward from it. And I do see that, that was a very hard decision to make. You may still be, or maybe you were, maybe not so much anymore, depending on where you are in the stage of moving forward. But because this is a collective reading, so it's going to be a little different for everybody. But I see, you still analyzing what had happened. You're still sad about what happened, but you're also still accepting the good. It's kind of like you're in this in between. You're still accepting the good, and you know that you need to keep moving forward, that you need to keep going. And so then this is where your power really comes in. That fieriness within you, Scorpio, is really coming through. This passion that you have, um this passion, this action, this will to this yeah, this energy, this will to like keep moving, keep going, a will to live, this drive, things that you have really been saying yes to. Like, okay, I know moving away from this thing that really hurt me is hard, but it's time to start saying yes to certain things that are helping me, certain people that are helping me. And so I kind of feel like you were saying yes to so many things and seeing this positivity. And because of this, you are moving towards that stability. And things are going to be a little softer now. I kind of feel like we were in this really masculine energy. This is really coming through a lot for just the collective in general. But for you, Scorpio, I almost said Taurus. Interesting. Maybe there's Taurus in your chart, or maybe you felt drawn to watch this video, even if you are a Taurus. I leave it open like that anyway when I do these readings. Um, but I feel like there's this softer energy now. It's not that you are stopping from moving forward. It's that now you've put in so much action. It's time to kind of take a step back, breathe. Okay, breathe a bit, and then allow things to just kind of unfold naturally. So you're not really on the go so much. You're just kind of like, okay, I've done what I did, and now I'm watching it unfold. Again, you want to keep moving, but you're going to be watching things unfold. And yeah, that heartache, that hard choice is still there. It's still hurting. Because what I see here, we have these two knight cards, but it's like they're, I don't want to say at war with each other, not necessarily, but it's kind of like a face-off. Are you going to let heartache stop you from this? And are you going to keep dwelling on what you've lost? But I don't think you are. I think you're using that energy to help move yourself forward. And so I see most of that being your action, your drive, like your purpose. Not your purpose. Your drive towards your purpose. And so it helps us kind of like, yeah, there's a lot of action, but there's also a lot of like going with the flow as well. So then we don't burn out. So I kind of feel like you've got this good balance going through, going on here. Um, and then even after you have this stability and this emotional fulfillment and you feel, you know, better. Maybe not even completely healed, but there's like some form of healing there. So even after all of this is happening, you're still moving forward. But this time, you are really picking what it is that you bring with you and what it is that you are leaving behind. And even though this is a swords card and swords represent air, just the fact that there's so much water in this card, I really feel like you are moving back into your element and things are going to feel more right. Okay, let's go ahead and get some oracle cards for you so we can round out this reading even more. Okay, you've got interesting. We have a timing card here. We have within a few weeks. And we also have crew. Interesting. So within a few weeks, I kind of feel like for some of you, you may see this resolution of like finding your balance again happening within a few weeks. There may be something for some of you that you've been waiting for, like you've been waiting to hear about, like maybe a new job, a new house, things like that happening within a few weeks. It's going to be different for everybody because this is a collective reading. So if there, whatever you're waiting for and whatever your goal is, I feel like it's going to unfold within a few weeks or it's unfolding during those few weeks, like a little bit here and there is unfolding. Okay. When we have crew here, I feel like maybe some of you are taking a leadership role in something. It's mainly what's coming through for that card. We also have water carrier, and you are a water sign. So I definitely feel healing coming through for you, Scorpio, and a sense of balance. I feel like a sense of generosity. It could be your generosity. It could also be generosity from others, or it could be a balance of the two. Communication, maybe you've been in a lot of communication, and I kind of see that like communication still happening. Something very helpful. We also have benefactor. Hmm. Calm life, yeah. Calm life, calm waters to allow you to move forward with a little bit more ease and grace. So it's not so bumpy because if we're going through heartbreak and grief and we're working on leaving that behind, I feel like you probably have been going through some rough waters, but it seems like that's going to be evening out too. And also, if you are somebody who is working with others, we also have this boat here who are also rowing the boat on calm waters. So it may not be you doing it on your own, maybe in some way, or some parts you are doing it on your own, and then there's other parts that you're actually working with a team on. Or for some of you, this is something that you are going solo, and then for others, you have more help. But that, again, different for everybody. But regardless, this is still you doing your part. On the bottom of the deck here, we have microphone that wanted to pop out. Okay. Yeah, something about speaking and more about communication. So definitely working with people, speaking up about something. I feel like if there's something that you need to speak up about, you're being encouraged to do that. And I feel like for anybody here who that resonates with, you already know what you need to speak up about. But I do see some kind of news coming in, some form of news, and by the by the looks of your cards here, I definitely see good news coming through. Strong opinion. Are there people? I don't feel like this is your opinion. I feel like this is strong opinions from others. Maybe have been in the past, I kind of feel like really affected your judgment on things. And I feel like those same people are also still trying to push those opinions on you, but I don't see that affecting you. Making known, and maybe this is something that you need to speak up about, making something known, making something that's wrong known. Maybe there's something that you've been holding on to, like a secret. This is very specific, so I don't think this is going to be for everybody. But yeah, like some kind of secrets coming through that you need to make known. And I feel like it's a secret about somebody else, not in a way that it's like you're not keeping keeping a secret, but like it needs to be out there because somebody did something very wrong. And whoever this is for, again, you know who you are and you know that you need to speak up about that. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come through. Okay. We have mortar and pestle, something we've already been talking about, that you are really using that energy that you have been collecting to help brew and blend and make something new for yourself. Magnet. Love this for you. You are attracting what you desire. I feel like you are attracting the right people into your life. Okay. Okay. You know what? I actually feel like Spirit wants to end it there. I know that's kind of abrupt. That feels really abrupt. But I don't think they have anything else to say. But they want to leave it with that you are attracting the right people and you are attracting what you desire. Okay? So don't question it too much. It's all happening, okay? It's okay to it's okay to have doubts, okay? You're human. It's going to happen. Spirit understands that, but Spirit also wants to just let you know that everything's working out. Okay, just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and get an affirmation card. We have the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So that is where we are going to end it, Scorpio. Thank you so much for coming by and listening to this reading. I hope it helped you. I hope it resonated with you. You can go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. Also, in the description, there are links to my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So if you want to follow me on those platforms as well, it's greatly appreciated. But I am sending you so much love, healing, and blessings your way. I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!